At 67, Margaret thought she was doing everything right. She walked every morning with her golden retriever, took her vitamins religiously, and even attended Tai Chi classes twice a week. But despite her efforts, she couldn't shake the brain fog, stubborn belly weight, and joint stiffness that had crept over the past few years. She chalked it up to just getting older, until a trip to her longtime physician, Dr. Harold Lynn, changed everything. After a thorough checkup, Dr. Lynn leaned back in his chair, flipping through her blood work. "Your numbers aren't terrible," he said, "but they're not trending the way I'd like. Cholesterol's a little high, blood sugar too, inflammation markers are up. I know you exercise, but something's holding your metabolism back. Let's talk about your diet." Margaret frowned. "I eat healthy," she said. "Whole wheat toast, low-fat yogurt, salad with dressing on the side." Dr. Lynn smiled gently. "That sounds healthy on the surface, but not all healthy foods are good for people over 60. In fact, some of the worst offenders hide behind that word." He pulled out a sheet of paper and wrote 4 words: foods to avoid. 1. Whole wheat bread. "Surprised?" he asked. "Most people are. The problem isn't just the wheat, it's how it's processed. Today's wheat is hybridized, higher in gluten, and often spiked with additives. And even if it says whole grain, it can spike blood sugar almost as fast as table sugar. At your age, high blood sugar equals inflammation, belly fat, and brain aging." 2. Vegetable oils, canola, soy, corn. These are in everything: salad dressings, margarine, even heart-healthy frozen meals. But they're packed with omega-6 fats, which are highly inflammatory. Over time, that inflammation damages joints, arteries, and brain tissue. You want more omega-3s, not 6s. 3. Low-fat or fat-free yogurt. It sounds good for weight control, but it's a trick. They strip the fat out and replace it with sugar or artificial sweeteners. And you need healthy fat at this age to absorb vitamins and protect the brain. 4. Diet sodas and artificial sweeteners. These confuse the body. You taste sweet, but no calories arrive, so your brain and pancreas get out of sync. The result? Insulin resistance, cravings, and a gut microbiome imbalance. Plus, studies now link them to higher stroke and dementia risk in seniors. Margaret was stunned. She had eaten all of those foods regularly. No one had ever told her otherwise. "So what should I be eating?" she asked. Dr. Lynn smiled and flipped to a new page. "Eat these daily." 1. Wild blueberries. "These are antioxidant powerhouses," he said. "Not just for flavor. They cross the blood-brain barrier and protect neurons from aging. Just half a cup a day can improve memory and reduce inflammation in the brain. Choose wild or organic when you can. Frozen is fine." 2. Avocados. Creamy, satisfying, and loaded with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats. Avocados help stabilize blood sugar, reduce LDL cholesterol, and are packed with potassium, great for blood pressure. They also keep you full longer, which curbs snacking. 3. Sardines or wild salmon. "Yes, really," he laughed at Margaret's face. "You need omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA, for your brain and joints. These small, oily fish are rich in those fats, plus vitamin D and B12. Sardines are inexpensive, and wild salmon once or twice a week makes a big difference." 4. Fermented foods. Sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir. Your gut bacteria control more than digestion. They affect your immune system, mood, and even your risk for Alzheimer's. After 60, your gut diversity naturally declines. Adding a few spoonfuls of fermented food daily helps replenish good bacteria and reduces inflammation throughout the body. Margaret nodded slowly, the pieces falling into place. Her so-called healthy diet had been built on low-fat, processed, grain-heavy staples. Her body wasn't broken. It was being sabotaged by food choices she never questioned. Dr. Lynn leaned forward. "Here's the truth. After 60, your metabolism slows, your cells regenerate more slowly, and your body becomes less forgiving. You can't eat like you did at 30. But doesn't mean giving up flavor or joy. It just means being smarter." He continued, "If you do nothing else, replace vegetable oils with olive oil or avocado oil. Swap your wheat toast for eggs with spinach. Drop the low-fat yogurt for full-fat Greek yogurt with a few berries, and try wild salmon once this week." Margaret left the clinic that day with a grocery list, not a prescription. That night, she cleaned out her pantry, tossing out the so-called health bars, fat-free salad dressings, and flavored yogurts. She stocked her fridge with leafy greens, frozen blueberries, kimchi, and a few tins of wild sardines she wasn't yet brave enough to open. The first week was hard. Old habits tugged at her, reaching for a slice of toast in the morning, her nightly treat of sugar-free pudding. But by the second week, something shifted. Her morning walks felt easier. She slept through the night. Her bloating disappeared, and so did the brain fog that had clouded her thoughts for months. By the third month, her follow-up labs showed real changes: lower blood pressure, improved cholesterol ratios, reduced markers of inflammation. But the biggest difference wasn't in the numbers, it was in her eyes. "I feel sharper," she told Dr. Lin. "Lighter, not just in my body, but in my mind." He smiled, pleased. That's what real food does. It heals from the inside out. Now, every Saturday morning, Margaret hosts a small gathering in her kitchen. A handful of neighbors, some curious, others struggling like she had, sit around her counter sipping homemade kefir smoothies and swapping sardine recipes. They laugh, they learn, they age, not with fear, but with power. Because the truth is, after 60, the right foods aren't just nutrition, they're medicine. And the wrong ones? They don't just cause weight gain or heartburn. They rob vitality, cloud thought, steal years. The choice, as Margaret discovered, is on every plate. Every bite is a vote for energy or exhaustion, clarity or confusion, strength or stiffness. She chose wisely, and she never looked back.